Onyx Beast Fury. This is Youmko set YM011. It was released in November 2025. I paid for the set about 48 euros, plus about 31 euros for shipping from China to Europe. So this means in total I paid about 79 euros. This construction block set consists of 2,199 pieces, which are compatible to bricks by other building blocks companies like Lego, Kobe, Mega, and so on. As you can see, my set did not come with a box. You can buy the set with box or without box. Removing the box reduces shipping costs dramatically. Since, a box simply does take away a lot of space, it encloses a lot of empty space, and so this just makes the parcel more expensive unnecessarily. And without a box it's just cheaper. My stuff simply came in a huge bag. So the set consists of printed building instructions, which come in these two booklets, and bricks in numbered bags, which means they are pre-sorted to individual building sections. That's great. When we have a look at the front cover of one of the booklets, we can see the completed build. And I think it's absolutely clear that it's supposed to depict characters from, the Peter Jackson version of The Lord of the Rings. This definitely here is a winged creature, or a fell beast, how it's known in the community. And it's mounted by a brick build Witch King of Angmar, the Lord of the Nazgul. I think it's obvious that Youmko doesn't have an official Lord of the Rings license, and this is why they use this rather generic name. And they also didn't use the Lord of the Rings corporate design, but I think what we see here tries to emulate the style quite well. And I don't know if this really is legal. This might be a gray area. They do not use the official names and the official logos, but at least for my taste, they definitely used here intellectual property. The build itself is something which they did on their own. They didn't simply copy a Lego build, but nevertheless, this definitely is a fell beast. So, I guess it's in the same gray area as all those MOCS you can buy. And talking about MOCS, Youmko is a problematic company. Maybe you know Bawir. Bawir is a company which sells, a lot of a lot of sets by alternative brick companies. And Youmko is something like their sister company, which specialized on MOCS. They sell stolen MOCS, and that's not okay. I do not have any problems with the company selling bricks which you need for individual MOCS, but I don't like that they also sell these bricks with the instructions. In almost all cases, there is no cooperation between Youmko and the MOC designers, and so it's not okay to also give away the MOCs, the instructions for the MOCs. It's okay to sell the bricks, at least as long as there are no protected bricks, but just giving away the instructions, that's not okay. They do not give any money to the MOC designers. And at least for my taste, this is just stealing. On their webpage, they say that they, heavily recommend their customers to also by the official MOCS instructions to support the designers. But that's no reason to just give away the instructions for free, or to give away the instructions without compensating the MOCS designers. But it seems in this case here, Youmko hasn't done anything wrong. I haven't seen this build before. I don't think that this is a stolen MOCS. And I also think that this might be the best version of a brick build Fell Beast so far. And have a look at those wings here. There aren't a lot of MOCS with brick built wings out there. The build just looks really cool. And because of that, the build seems to be clean. I give this set here a try. I'm not a big fan of Youmko, but it seems that they haven't done much wrong with this set. At least design-wise. We will see. Well, okay. So, as I said before, the set comes with building sections. So, when we open the first booklet, first of all, we get to see some kind of introductory text. What does it say? Let's have a look. On my back sits a silent spectre, radiating cold malice. There are no words between us, only a suffocating connection that perfectly merges my primal ferocity with its dark purpose. Whenever it points in a direction, my instincts awaken, and a thirst of slaughter burns within my heart like wildfire. We are accomplices in darkness, gliding through the night sky with a single goal: to destroy every life that stands in our way. And the text goes on and on. It seems that we get to read here the thoughts of a fell beast. Well, that's cute. But let's get back to the building sections. So, the first booklet contains building instructions for building sections 1 and 2. And the second building section, the second booklet contains instructions for building sections 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, what I'm going to do now is to open all the bags with the number 1 on them, and then I will start with the first booklet. I will start with step 1. I will come back to you as soon as I see something interesting or something simply doesn't work as shown in the instructions. Step 12. I like the instructions very much so far. Sometimes with instructions of other companies, it might be problematic to see how tall a slope is which we have to use. But have a look here. They show us all the slopes there are and tell us which is the right slope for the step. Step 42. This is how our build looks so far. We are creating the base, and we have placed a lot of 1x1 pieces to achieve this rather complex pattern. I guess this is supposed to be magma. But now in this step we are using a piece which I have seen several times in sets by alternative brick producers, but it's also a piece which the Lego company doesn't use, at least not as far as I know. It's a 1x1 slope with an open stud to the side, so we can stick in there, for example, a bar or this piece here. Step 46. In this step we are using a piece which is quite new. It's a 1x1 curved slope, and the Lego company introduced this piece just this year in 2025. and so far it appeared in 31 Lego sets. I haven't looked it up, but I'm quite sure that this might be a piece which is protected, and so it might not be allowed to be sold as a non-Lego piece. So this set uses pieces which it shouldn't use. Step 68. We have completed the first building section, and I think this means we are done with this lava stuff. Oh, this brick separator here was in one of the bags of the first building section. So this is cool that the set also comes with a proper brick separator. Well, alright, now it's time to start with building section number 2. Step 90. At the moment we are building the Felby's support stand, and in this step we are using a piece which I haven't used before, this 1x5x3 pin connector block. The Lego company introduced this piece in the year 2000, and so far it appeared in 85 Lego sets. Step 112. In this step we are using 2x2 jumper plates, and since these pieces are still protected by the Lego company, GoPrix uses not exactly the same pieces. You can see that our jumper plates come with grooves. Step 126. Here is another piece which slightly differs from the original Lego piece. This dome top quarter here comes with an open stud. The Lego piece has a closed stud. Step 134. This step might be the most difficult step of the set so far. So what we have to do is to connect this segment here with the main build. And yeah, this is going to be part of one of the wings, and you can see that we got these Technic pieces here, and to those pieces we have attached these 2x2 plates. They have a pin on the underside, so we can connect it with those Technic pieces. And now we are supposed to interlock those studs with the plate here, and yeah, those pins here with some of these holes. I don't think this is going to be that easy, doing all of this at once. You can see that these pieces here move a lot. There isn't really friction. And yeah, so we have to place them in the right position, interlock them, and at the same time stick those pins in the holes. Well, I will come back to you. Okay, this went surprisingly well. It wasn't as difficult as I expected it to be. It actually wasn't difficult at all. So what I did was to interlock the pins in the back first, and then interlock the pins here in the front, and then connect all the studs with the anti-studs. And yeah, I could achieve this within seconds. Step 174. This is the final step of the second building section. And one thing we have to do in this step is to place this bow. And it is not connected to the build at all. We simply have to put it here like this, so it's only hanging loose over here. Alright, after we have done this, we not only have completed the second building section, we also are done with the first booklet. So it's time for the second booklet. And for building section number 3. Step 182. I'm not sure if I have used this piece here before. It's a 2x2 brick modified with pinhole and a rotation joint socket. The Lego company introduced this piece in 2004, and so far it appeared in 172 Lego sets. Step 185. Here are two more Technic pieces which I haven't used before. Both pieces are rather new pieces. The Lego company introduced those pieces in the year 2022, and so far they appeared in over 40 Lego sets. Steps 204 and 205. In these steps we're using a cool building technique to reverse the stat order, to reverse the building direction. So we have these two segments here, and we put them on top of each other. You can see the two segments aren't really connected with each other. Anti-stats are simply touching other anti-stats. But now, by interlocking all these stats here, we are creating one single sturdy block. We do this with these wedges here. So one wedge goes here, the other wedge goes on the other side. And now the segments are connected with each other. Step 217. This 1x2 plate modified with racer's car handle is yet another piece which I haven't used before. The Lego company introduced this piece in 2005, and so far it appeared in 117 Lego sets. Step 274. We have completed the third building section, and with that we also have completed the Fell Beast's lower body part. Now it's time for the fourth building section. Step 275. There is something strange with this step. Have a look here. We interlock three pieces with each other, and the piece below this 2x4 plate is a 2x2 tile modified with two studs. Why are we not using a 2x2 plate? And we also do not know how we have to orientate this piece here. In which directions are these two studs interlocked with this plate? Do we do it like this, or like this, or like this? I don't know. It doesn't really matter in the end because we can't see where the two missing studs are, but why do we do this at all? Why are we not using another 2x2 plate? Really strange decision. Step 276. It's been a while since I stumbled upon a set which contains that many pieces which I don't know. This time we are using a Technic brick which I haven't seen before. The Lego company used this piece between 2004 and 2010, and it appeared in 37 Lego sets. Step 338. At the moment we are building the Fell Beast's neck, and I have the problem that, at least for me, it's not so easy to see in which direction the flat side of these 1x2 slopes are facing. My guess is that they are facing this way, so that here is supposed to be the Fell Beast's main body, so that the flat side faces the body, and he will be the head. This just makes more sense to me, at least aerodynamically. So I'm going with this way. But I don't know, when I have a look at the instructions, at one moment I can see this here as the flat side, but at the other moment this isn't the flat side. I don't know, my eyes get tricked way too easily. Step 376. We just have created an underside for the Fell Beast's torso, and I really like the building technique used for this huge segment here. It's really cool, it looks awesome, and it isn't that difficult to build. The segment was created with the help of several hinge plates. And here we connected those hinge plates in specific angles. And at the end, we got this bolt joint here, which makes the whole segment, placeable very easily. And we just clip in some hinges over here, and then the whole thing is a bit loose, but via this bolt joint everything is just held in place, and it looks just great. Awesome. Step 410. We have completed the fourth building section, and our build starts to get quite huge. So we have added this really long tail to the fell beast, and now it also has got a neck and a head. And we also have assembled the Witch King. As you can see, the wings are still incomplete, and we will change this in the next two building sections. But for now, let's continue with building section number 5. Step 418. We are building the upper part of one of the wings right now, and we are going to place a lot of tiles on it. For example, in this step we are placing 30 of those 2x2 triangular tiles. And this are by no means all of those triangular tiles which we have to place in this building section. For example, have a look at step 434. There we have to place 81 more of those pieces. That's crazy. And have a look at this. Those are all the triangular pieces which we are going to use only in this building section. And this is for only one wing, so in the next building section we get once again such a huge pile of triangular pieces. This is really cool. So I have placed quite a few of those triangular pieces right now, but I'm still not done with it. In step 442 we have to place 67 more of those pieces. Step 450. We have completed the left wing, and with that we have completed the 5th building section. And have a look at the build. The dimensions are just insane. It's so huge. Damn. I have built a lot of sets with way more bricks, but I don't think that I have built many sets with these huge dimensions. This is really a huge set, and I'm not so sure if the construction will withstand the test of time. A brick-built wing is quite heavy, and we got a lot of Technic pieces here. We got a Technic construction to which the wing is attached, but nevertheless, these pieces here have to withstand a lot of stress. And even if the Technic construction won't bend over time, I'm not so sure if the huge upper part of the wing won't bend over time. Those are a lot of plates, and maybe the fell beast will get curved wings over time. I'm not so sure. It's really heavy, this wing. But well, now let's build a counterweight. Let's build the other wing in the final building section, in building section number 6. Step 486. With finalizing the second wing, we also have completed the whole build. Well, then let's have a look at this gigantic build. It's incredible. Have a look at how huge this thing is. It's really impressive. Wow. It's so big. I can't get over it, how huge this thing is. It's incredible. But having such a huge build also means that we get a high level of detail. So we have this really cool fell beast head here, this armored head. And have a look at the eyes. I like how the armored eyes look like. It's just like in the movies. Or better said, in the third movie. I think the Witch King's fell beast only wears this armor in the third movie. Then we get to see all the fell beast spikes. The Witch King himself in his armor. Here are his legs, his feet. I like how this, is it a belly? Yeah, let's call it a belly part, or the thing between belly and neck. How this is made. It's really cool. And we got the huge legs and the feet with claws in the front and also a claw on the back. Then down here we got the lava. I think in Youmko's blog post they say this is supposed to be Mount Doom, but yeah, I don't know. This is a bit tiny for Mount Doom. Let's just say it's some kind of lava puddle. Even the wings have these spikes here. And these wings are so huge. But they look detailed. It's really cool. And then there's this enormous tail. Have a look at it, how long it is. It's just incredible. This build is awesome. I really like it. My only problem is that it is so huge. I expected it to be maybe half the size of what it really is. I have no idea where I can place this thing. Especially with the long tail. You can't place it on any shelf or something like that. You need a whole table for this thing. It's incredible. Well, are there some things I don't like? I don't know. Have a look at this brick-built helmet. It's really cool. Well, I think in the movies, or better said in Return of the King, in the third movie, these things here wear no chains. If I remember correctly, the Witch King had leather reins for his fell beast, but not chains, so this isn't correct. But other than that, I think this fell beast looks perfectly fine. Maybe the amount of spikes isn't correct, but that would be nitpicking. It's so cool. There is maybe one thing which really annoys me. Have a look here. There is a blue pin. I don't know why we got a blue pin here. The Lego company does stuff like this, using blue pins for no reason at all. And yeah, you can see the other pins we used here are in gray, so there's really no reason to use blue pins. I don't know what they were thinking here, but yeah, you can easily replace those pieces with black pins or gray pins or whatever. And maybe this transparent Technic construction is a bit too prominent. But yeah, this thing is so huge, and especially the wings are quite heavy, so I guess all this here really is needed. We need this huge, supporting structure here, sadly. I'm not a big fan of transparent supporting structures. I always prefer them to be in black. I think that just looks a bit more elegant. But since the fell beast itself is in black, it would have looked very strange with black Technic pieces, so I guess it's fine that they are transparent. But I still would have preferred only one or two of those things and not, that many. But considering the huge size, I guess it's just necessary. Well, I also would have preferred if the lava wasn't simply in this, in these bricks of different shades of yellow, orange, and red. I would have preferred here being also some bricks in translucent, bright orange, neo-orange, or whatever. There are a lot of translucent pieces which would have fitted here perfectly, so have a look at those little flames. If we had also bricks here in that color, or at least some tiles and plates on top of it, I guess it would have looked way cooler. But on the other hand, what they have done here is nice. It absolutely looks cool. We have these, it really looks like lava. I mean, they really used a lot of yellowish pieces in different shades to accomplish this, so it's fine nonetheless. But I guess, or at least for me, I think a few translucent pieces would have just added a bit more to the whole look here. Then we got this bow here. I don't know. I think in the instructions it's shown a bit smaller. And it seems they only had this huge bow. And I don't think that a bow would survive the temperatures so close to the lava. A shorter bow might have fit a bit better. But that's just nitpicking. I'm also not sure if a fell beast would stand so close next to the lava. I mean, it's a it's a beast, but nevertheless, lava might hurt it. I don't know if this is okay. It might get burnt feet. But that's all just nitpicking. And the tail has the correct length for this huge beast, but it's just too long for me personally because I can't place this thing anywhere. It's so huge. It's just huge in every direction, and I don't know where to store this thing. I guess I'm going to detach the tail. It's so long. I would have preferred if the tail wouldn't be in this position. Maybe they should have given the tail some, I don't know. Maybe it should have been wrapped around the rock here or something like that. So simply to make the whole build a bit more compact. But other than that, I have no reasons to complain. This is the best build of a fell beast that I have ever seen. It's incredible. I really love it. The building experience was great. We didn't use any complicated building techniques. Everything was absolutely easy to assemble. The instructions were absolutely clear. We always knew what we had to do. But we used some quite clever building techniques to achieve all these great details. We used building techniques I simply would never have had the ideas myself to combine pieces in such a way, but the designers of this set had these ideas and the result is just amazing. So the building experience itself was great, the instructions were absolutely easy to understand, and the bricks are just awesome. Those are Go bricks. This means they work totally fine, they look great. There are very tiny injection marks. The bricks are just awesome. And yeah, the whole set is awesome. The only fear I have about the set is that maybe the build is just too heavy and the wings might sag over time. We got a huge Technic construction down here, but I'm not sure if it will withstand the weight of those wings. Those wings are just so huge. Maybe the Technic construction won't sag, but I fear that maybe all these plates here might bend after a while. But I can't say yet. This is something which I will find out in a few months, I guess. I really love this set. The build looks just so awesome and it's fun to assemble and the bricks are great. It's always fun to build with Go bricks. But sadly, this set has one major problem. Okay, there's also the problem that the whole set might be in a gray area with its intellectual property here. I mean, this is definitely something which you could see in the Lord of the Rings. But what's even more problematic is that this set contains quite a few pieces which are still protected by the Lego company. And this means this set simply can't be legally sold on markets with working copyright laws.